What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? And so we back again for another episode review of Black Ink Crew. This is season 6. Is this season 6? Episode 15. Migos and Oprahs and horses and rainbows and shit. But anyway, so we get started with shit going on in the shop. They just bullshitting. I'm not even finna go through the whole thing like step by step. I'm just gonna hit on some key points that, stood out to me. This whole thing with Sky and you know, her coming in trying to find her spirituality and going on a spiritual journey. She needs to be doing something, okay? I don't think she taking the shit serious, so I'm not gonna be like that's good for you because the bitch is a jokester and that's all that it is. But come to find out, bitch, the fucking spiritual guide is Cathy. And she said Cathy ain't crazy no more. Now let me tell you something. We all went in on Cathy when the shit first got on because the bitch was crazy. She was popping up, she couldn't let old shit go. It was like, stop it, girl, stop it. She was doing everything she can to trap that man, to fuck him up. And then on the flip side, some of the stuff was to get him to take care of his fucking responsibility because we can't act like oh shit was doing what he needed to do the way he was supposed to, okay? But you know, they going to do all that shit. Cathy then found her center. She then found her intercom. And you go on her Instagram, they show her Instagram post. She's doing yoga, she's doing all that stuff. Of course, Sky go up in there to talk to her, and she was like, "You're gonna have to come back, okay? Because this is like a consultation." Each time Sky went up there to see her, she put that hat on. I said, "Girl, is that supposed to make it seem like you really out here doing something, like you really out here, legit with the spiritual shit?" But either way, I do have to give props up to Cathy. People can change. People can, calm down. People can find their center. People can, see that in their past they was doing some fucked up shit and they learned from it and they moved on and tried to make themselves a better person. And if that's what Cathy is doing, and if this is what this whole thing with the spirituality and the yoga stuff is calming her down or whatever, I'm all here for it. I hear that stuff do be working, especially the yoga stuff, but with Sky, like I said, I don't see it really working with her because she's too fucking goofy and she's not ready for it, okay? They did all that shit. That was it. I will say it was nice seeing this calmer side of Cathy. Moving on from that, we get this whole thing with the fat Jewish guy come in from Instagram. He's this big Instagram star. Never followed him. And if it wasn't, I swear, if it wasn't for, I think he was on Ridiculousness first that I seen him. And then he was on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills this season, actually, and a few seasons ago. He's actually friends with Kyle Richards on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Bitch, I look at all the housewives except New York, you know. And I used to look at New York, but they just got so for me. But I'm probably gonna start back because Luann got arrested, and I want to see how she gonna play that shit off. Bitch, when they was all telling her about don't marry that nigga because that motherfucker do not want your ass. He fucked this bitch, he fucked this bitch, and he fucked just about everybody in our circle, girl. What are you doing? We tried to tell your ass he was at the bar with this girl, and y'all was supposed to be together. They was kissing, he go pictures, and all that shit she was taking up for him. Oh, that ain't shit, that ain't nothing. They still went on ahead and married him, and then they still went on ahead and got fucking divorced. Bitch, am my life finna go out? The buff in the bus? Y'all saw that shit flicker, right? Let me hurry up. But anyway, they moved on from that, and what was I talking about? Yeah, the fat Jewish guy. He comes in, he got over 10, 11 million followers on Instagram. And, his whole thing is he used to come down in that area when he was younger. He wants to get a tattoo done. And he said he put out on Instagram, if you get 1 million likes on this post, I will get whatever meme that you pick to his followers tattooed on whatever body part. And it was like, oh, that's a little ambitious, but okay, you crazy to do some shit like that, but that's what he do. He do crazy shit, so it's not out of his character. And when he came back, he made it seem like that they was like, they was talking about the shit up in the shot. It was like, bitch, what if you gotta do a dick tattoo? I'm telling you, it's gonna be a dick tattoo, bitch. And as soon as he came in, he was like, so what they want is Oprah and the Migos riding on the horse with a rainbow shooting out the tip of my dick, okay? And then no, Oprah riding on the horse with the Migos with a rainbow shooting out the tip of my dick, and then you got Trump, Migos, and somebody else sliding down the rainbow with which leads to a Puerto Rican flag. Bitch, the Puerto Rican flag threw me off. I said, now I can understand everything else, because it's just stupid. But then when the flag got up in there, I said, what the fuck is the connection? There is no connection. I'm sitting here trying to make sense of it. I was like, Ashley, what the hell are you doing? It's for shits and fucking giggles, okay? Stop it. Stop making this shit so literal. All right. And it was like, I'm not. He said, where you want me to put this? At the tip of my dick. Bitch, I am not finna touch a dick. Okay. And eventually Caesar said, okay, fuck it, come on, because Caesar is thinking about how this is going to garner some more press for the shop, some more people coming in, probably more white people, probably more, multicultural people, not just black folks or whatever. And I see the reason why he went on ahead and did it. It was a promotion marketing thing because they're going to live stream the whole thing. So they go in the back and then dude was like, I was just fucking with you. Now they want this frog on a unicycle tattooed on the inner thigh. Okay, so he was cool with that. Sky ass coming there, putting her head between his legs. I would have held your dick. Next time you gonna do a dick tattoo, I would have been the one holding your dick, your balls, and all that shit. I said, girl, go away. Next week, that bitch talking about something she ready to have a baby. Can't girl, you gotta fix your life first before you have a baby with anybody else, okay? All right, cause some people just don't need kids. Some people do not need kids, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Moving the fuck on. She not ready for no kids. She not ready for that. Like, listen, all the shit that Joseline and I'm gonna put her in here. You can say what you want about Joseline, but I don't know if it's maybe because she ain't really on nothing right now, but we haven't really been seeing her acting out like she used to before she was pregnant, okay? Like having a daughter especially, it has really calmed her down just a bit, okay? I don't hear that much outrageous shit, out of the norm for her. Sky ain't on that level. So I don't know. I don't know. But moving on from that, um, what else was going on? Caesar, bitch, fuck that. What's his name? The cousin. The one that ain't got no, that just sit on Teddy. Teddy. Okay, Teddy come into the shop and he comes in with this shoe and they was like, he was passing around, you like this shoe? You like this shoe? And he was like, yeah, it's cool, whatever. He was like, okay, cool, because this is my new sneaker line, part of the Patrick Ewing sneaker line. So he got his own little thing with it. And he said, he needed a quick way or some type of hustle to come up with some more money because as we found out earlier in the season, his brother is on Rikers Island and his brother has been there for the past 4 years without a trial date, without a bond setting, without anything. They just locked him up and put him in there for murder that he said that he's innocent for. And when he explained the situation the first time early in the season, it sounded so much like the Khalif Bowder situation, and it was fucked up. And when he was, doing the flashback about how it's because the lawyer's fees that keep accumulating, he needs to find a hustle to go ahead and get this money up to help pay because he finally gets a trial date after 4 years, and every time they do it, what's been happening is the reason why the lawyer fees keep piling up is because they keep on postponing the date. Every time they get there, they postpone it. And I said, that's fucked up. That is so fucked up. Having, people don't have that, and that's real inconsiderate and shit. The government don't care about people at all. They really don't. You keep postponing this shit, people, family coming out there trying to be there and support them every fucking time so that they know that they got somebody there by their side, and you don't know how they're able to get there. You don't know if they have transportation, okay, if they have a car. And if they have a car, they're wasting gas money. You don't know if they spent their last to put gas in their tank just to be there to support that family member or whatever. You don't know if they had to get on the bus and they spent their last to get a transfer to come out there to come back, put money on their car. It's enough to get there and then to come back. You don't know if they had to spend their last or, spend money on an Uber or whatever. We don't, like, that's very fucking inconsiderate. I be thinking about these things sometimes, they don't give a shit because they're not going to reimburse you. That's fucked up. But moving on from that, so that's why he having a little sneaker line. I said, finally give a nigga something to do besides sitting on the couch. That's what Young Bay said. So Caesar can't be mad and be talking about how he don't do shit but sit on the couch. I said, well, Caesar let him. So that's on Caesar. And he want to have a party at the shop to get the word out and, to get people to start buying in and put orders in and things of that such. Which is, in this case, I felt like it was a good idea. Now, they do a whole bunch of partying over in Black Ink. We don't barely see them do no tattoos. They party too damn much. But this whole season, I say this one and the young bae trying to get money for her to go to, doing the tattoo-a-thon for her to get money to go to Korea. Those were two parties that I felt like was worth it, okay? Because they were doing it for a just reason, if you ask me. Moving on from that, I'm not gonna go into this one, but I'm just gonna go to Donna right quick because I'm gonna say Walt bitch ass for the end. And just saying his name just pissed me off so bad. But anyway, while they was kicking it at the tattoo shop, this girl comes in saying that she's waiting on Donna. She hears for Donna. Donna is supposed to be doing a portrait of her son. I said, girl, you trust that bitch that much to put. Girl, Donna could barely fucking tattoo some grass and not make it look like gangrene, bitch. She can barely tattoo a fucking cupcake and not make it look like it was burnt in the oven before it came out. Like, and you gonna trust her to do a portrait of your son on your body? Bitch, you like taking risks, huh? Okay, they gonna have to sign. I bet with Donna shit, they sign. Bitch, is the light finna go out or not? If the bulb is about to blow so I can go get a new one. Let me hurry up. See, it just blew. There you go. But then it comes back on. I apologize for the technical difficulties, but that's not gonna stop our shit, bitch. Okay, we just gonna keep running through. You probably gonna have to sign a contract, an NDA saying, bitch, you know what? I'm doing this at my own risk and I can't sue when it comes to Donna because, bitch, I just cannot. But okay, moving on from that, she was sitting there waiting for a minute. They was trying to call and get in contact with her and they couldn't get in contact with her. And so Kitty just went on ahead and called her boyfriend and her boyfriend said Donna had to go to the hospital. And next thing you know, we see Kevin and Kitty at the hospital with Mo. We saw Donna being rolled up in there. They said she was complaining of severe abdominal pains. Her stomach was hurting and shit like that. And at first they thought that she had the flu, flu-like symptoms and things. And she did look like she was in a lot of pain. She came in there and when Kitty was talking to Mo and he was just basically telling him that, come to find out she was pregnant and she didn't even know that she was pregnant. And the pregnancy was growing in her tooth. That's why she didn't know that she was pregnant. For you dumb fucks. Because I seen this on Twitter. Somebody gonna say, this stupid bitch gonna say, that Donna just had a fucking abortion. Quit lying. Now, how the fuck she ain't? Now, you just took a pregnancy test when you was in Korea. How you ain't gonna know that you pregnant and all that shit? Because not all pregnancy tests are accurate, and that pregnancy wasn't growing where it was supposed to be growing. So therefore, it's a possibility that it just didn't pick up and the body didn't realize it. And that's the telltale sign that something was wrong because her stomach was hurting. That's why she didn't know. And it's also called editing, you dumb fucks. Don't nobody know exactly how long it's been since they've been back from Korea, okay? It could have been months. It could have been weeks. You just never fucking know. The human body is a crazy thing, especially with the female organs, okay? So stop being stupid. Stop being fucking stupid. I can't stand Donna sometimes, but on this thing, no, I do not think she was faking that shit. No, I do not think she was having an abortion. No, I do not think she was playing. That was a real ass scene that women go through a lot, okay? Some women, they pride themselves and they base their lives off of trying to, become mothers. And they want to, they somehow equate that to being their womanhood, that makes them a woman to be able to give birth. I don't understand that aspect of it. If you was born a woman, baby, you a woman. Okay, you don't have to give birth to feel like you're a woman, but for some women, that's what it is. Okay, and even Donna kind of felt that way a little bit. She said part of my womanhood is gone and all this shit. And I said, and I understand. She probably was talking about, because they had to take out half her uterus and they had to take out a fallopian tube. And I'm getting passionate about it because this same thing happened to, this is what happened to Remy Ma when she got pregnant. Y'all seen that on Love and Hip Hop. The baby was growing in the fallopian tube. She didn't know she was pregnant. The same thing happened to my cousin. She didn't know she was pregnant up until she went to the hospital and it almost became too late. Okay, and they caught it just in time because like she was in worse shape than Donna. So I don't play around with shit like this. It's not a joking matter. It was very much life threatening because it could have killed her. you know. And so to see Donna in her place with her boyfriend and just basically crying and trying to say, why did it have to happen to her? And how, she's probably feeling a little bit less than a woman because now all of her pregnancies, if she ever become pregnant again, if she can become pregnant again, they're going to be very high risk, and it's not even going to a guarantee that her body's going to be able to hold it and carry it to term, and without something happen with complications and things of that such. That was real sad. That was some real ass shit. I felt like that was the realest thing. Besides that domestic violence shit, that was the realest thing that Donna has ever put out here on let them film on Black Ink Crew. And I feel like it was needed. It was needed. It was nice to see something other than her fighting and talking about sex and all that shit in her little storyline. That was something. That was some real ass shit that some women can relate to. And it's good that she had a boyfriend to be there with her. Moving on from that, let's just get to Walter. That motherfucker tried it tonight. He tried it tonight. Okay. First, they're in the shop after Teddy told them about the whole thing that was going on with his sneakers. Tati, she was just sitting there and she was pouting a little bit. She looked like she had some shit on her mind. And I was surprised that they cool enough with her now and everybody's okay. And they asking her, first of all, why didn't Scott know that Donna had went to the hospital? What the fuck was going on with that? I was confused about that, but I know I ain't the only one who caught that shit, right? But anyway, Teddy was like, what's going on with you? What's wrong? She was like, it's just a whole bunch of shit, family stuff. My mom and my dad, they acting like, they're not happy with where I'm at in life. They don't want me up in this tattoo, doing the tattoo stuff. They want me to go to school for stuff that I don't even care about and all this shit. And it's like, why can't you just let me live my life and do what I have to do? That was a real ass thing. That was a real ass thing. That's real ass shit that people go through. Okay, you have overbearing parents who want to control your life and feel like, oh, what you're doing is not good enough, and you should be doing this, and they want to live their lives through you because they couldn't do it, so now they want you to do it. So when you go off that grid, it's like, bitch, you ain't finna embarrass us by doing this fuck ass shit. No, you gonna get back on course and you gonna go to school and you gonna do this. And I sit here and say, bitch, you gonna pay for it. You gonna pay for all them loans or whatever. Don't force me to do something that I don't want to do, okay? Because it's gonna come back and it's gonna bite you in your ass, not mine, okay? So when they did all that, I don't care how petty it might have sound, but they asked her what was going on. She told them what was going on. That is her issue. Regardless of if you think it don't make no sense or it's victim playing, Walt, you had no fucking business to open up your goddamn mouth being a fucking asshole to that girl talking about something. Woe is me. I'll shut the fuck up. Get out of here. You up here crying over this shit. Do you understand how many of us wish we had parents that be on our ass talking about some get an education and all this shit? I said, granted, some of the stuff that he was saying, the tone, the message, and all that shit, and the way that he came out with it, it was just all the fuck wrong. It was very hostile. And at that moment, I'm surprised nobody got the fuck up and checked his ass. Then he just walking the fuck out. Then at the party, because that snow bunny bitch from the fucking That bitch is thirsty as fuck. Caesar, did you really fuck that bitch? Because I don't understand what would make a bitch come from all the way up there down here for a fucking party. And then as soon as you come in and you see Caesar gonna tell him, meet me in the bathroom in 5 minutes. Come fuck me in the bathroom in 5 minutes. I said, what type of hoe ass shit is this, bitch? Let me go on Pornhub and see if you got some videos on there. Because you look like the type. Okay? You look like the type, bitch. Speaking of Pornhub, no, let me stop. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I found some stuff on Pornhub that I've been looking for. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Okay, moving on, moving on. Go back. You know. And so since Kitty saw this girl there, she was like, fuck this shit. I'm not finna stay here. She was taking a total the people coming in, giving the money and writing down their orders for the shoes and shit like that. And so she left early because she saw the bitch and she was just over it. So because of that, Walt is over here getting drunk and drunk and drunk and drunk and drunk and drunk. He is probably the drunkest out of everybody in the whole shop. And there was a lot of people there. He comes over there to Tati and gonna say, yo, bitch in training, how much we made, how much we made. I said, first of fucking all, Tati is better than fucking me, bitch. Because as soon as that bitch would have came out his motherfucking mouth and the way that he said it, bitch would have got fucked up. Like, I would have, whatever would have been right there next by me, bitch, it would have went right there in his face. Okay? I would have gave him a reason to be pissed the fuck off. Okay? That's one. And nobody, ain't no men. The men that was standing behind him, they bitches too. Because you stood there and you let him call that girl a bitch like that. Yo, bitch in training. I would have stepped up and said, yo, homie, calm the fuck down. What you calling her that for? None of them did that. That was pussy in my eyes, okay? And she just kept it real calm and cool in that moment and was like, I don't know what the total is, but we sold a lot. She was like, how the fuck you don't know? Aren't you the manager in training? Aren't you the in training and all this shit? You supposed to know. She was like, first of all, Kit is the one who did the thing. Kit left early, so I would not know. But once I find out, I will let you know. And then later on, he just kept going and ragging on this girl and calling her victim. Oh, this bitch out here doing this victim shit. She doing all this stuff. The fuck out of here with this. And just kept going to the point that Tati lost it on everybody. Pushing Caesar, push Walt against the wall and all this shit. And see, Walt, I don't give a fuck. Caesar was trying to see what the fuck is wrong with him and trying to tell him, I don't give a fuck what happened, but bitch, you was wrong for the way that you came at her. You attacked that girl. So the fuck what? So I gotta be a boss to ask about this? I gotta be a boss about it? He said, don't even do that. Don't even do that. I said, well, fuck, Caesar trying to keep his cool because he's just trying to, woo side the situation a little bit before he fucked that nigga up because Caesar looked like he can fuck Walt ass up, okay? And he probably older than Walt and he just trying to, he see that shit ain't been right and everybody been seeing that shit ain't been right with Walt for a minute. But okay, it is what it is. You don't take your problems out on other fucking people. I cannot stand when people do that shit, okay? And expect us to fucking understand and be like, give you a pass and shit because, oh, you going through some shit. I didn't give Sky a fucking pass when she did that shit. None of them did up until they realized what was going on and then they gave her a pass. I was like, bitch, fuck out of here. No, they called her out on her shit, so you need to be called out on your shit too. And Caesar was like, take the shit outside. They go outside. Don't nobody know what I'm going through. Everybody got problems. I'm going through so much shit in my life. It ain't even fucking funny. Don't nobody care. Ain't nobody asking me what I'm going through. Don't nobody even know what I'm going through. I'm going through what I said. Seriously, Walt? Seriously, that's how you handle the situation? I don't give a fuck if the nigga was drunk. I don't give a fuck if his mama just died, okay? But what you don't do is you don't act out that way. You up here screaming about don't nobody know what the fuck it is that you going through and all the pain and stuff that's going on in your household or whatever and the shit that you got to deal with and you saying nobody cares, nobody this, nobody that. Nigga, did you open up your fucking mouth and did you tell them? Aren't y'all friends? Aren't y'all family? You mean to tell me you couldn't sit down and be like, yo, this shit is going on. It's just a lot going on. And the same way they did with Tati. Tati was sitting there pouting and all this shit, looking down or whatever. They asked, what's going on? And she told them. Okay, and at that moment in time, if you wanted to interject, you could have been like, yeah, I understand that because I'm going through some shit myself. This was happening with me, and then tell your fucking story. But no, you took the bitch route. You took the fuck route by going off on this woman. Okay, you ain't going off on nobody else but the fucking woman. That's who you put your target on, so that makes you extra fucking pussy. I don't care what the fuck is going on in your life, okay? You don't take your problems out on other people who did absolutely fucking nothing to you and who are not contributing to the problems in your life, okay? You don't do no shit like that. You don't get a fucking pass. You don't get a fucking hands up for that shit. No, it's not fucking right, okay? When all you had to fucking do was man the fuck up and open up your goddamn mouth and say, look, I'm going through some shit. This is what's going on, before just let's sitting there and letting the shit fester. Because that's what some of us do. We let that shit fester. We got to learn to open up our fucking mouth and quit sitting back and be like, well, damn, don't nobody care about me. Don't nobody ask me what's going on. Well, shit, bitch, why don't you tell us so we can show we concern? It's not an environment where you can't open up to the people. You know what I'm saying? So that shit pissed me off. You know, he gonna be sitting there crying and it has something to do with his kids, I guess. Either fucking way, like I said, it still don't give him the right to do what he did. Okay? And it is what it is. If you agree with him, I truly don't give a fuck. Okay? You can go. It says a lot about you, but bitch, what you won't do, he would have got his ass beat. I'm fucking sorry. He would have got his ass beat. You know what I'm saying? You probably would have punched my ass, but bitch, I would have made sure I would have knocked you somehow. Okay? It would have been, like when Puma dropped that chicken wing and then Caesar went for that ass. That's what it would have been like, bitch. The fuck, bitch in training. That pissed me off. Anyway, that's Black Ink Crew, y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.